We're getting closer now to the release of the Tesla Cybertruck, but we've got some grim news. It's not going to be quite as affordable as it was once advertised to be. So, what was the model's original price and how high can we expect it to go? Be sure to stick till the end of the video to find out more. Let's get going. So, what are the details of the Cybertruck? What do we know of its features? One look at the thing and you can tell that this is not your average automobile. It's very angular, isn't it? Really resembles a switchblade more than a truck, with all the jagged edges and stainless steel. It's of course looking to appear as futuristic as possible, and while part of me does think it's kind of cool, it reminds me of when you're really far away from a model in a video game and it switches to a low poly version to save on resources. But that's just me, and the look isn't as important as what it does anyway. It's believed to have self-driving capabilities, as you'd expect from a much hyped Tesla car. Uniquely, it has no door handles. Instead, there is going to be a recognition software in place that will recognize you approaching and open the door automatically for you. Its previously mentioned stainless steel exoskeleton is claimed to be near impenetrable, and similarly, the glass is said to be almost shatterproof. Much has changed about the design over the years, and many alterations have been made to bring it a little bit more in line with your typical car to make it road legal in the US. Among other things, this would include a windshield wiper, tweaks to the headlight and taillights, bigger side mirrors, and more standardized wheels and tires. The initial renderings for this thing honestly looks hilariously illegal. As there's been a lot of fluctuation with the specs, it's hard to predict whether or not they'll continue changing from here. But one notable detail from Elon Musk has been that the truck will launch with not one, not two, not three, but 4 electric motors. The 4-motor version will replace the tri-motor variation that was intended to be the first one to go to the market. Plans for the vehicle have constantly been moved back. It was originally announced that the Cybertruck would first become available in 2021, with the range-topping tri-motor version then rolling off the assembly lines in late 2022. As of now, the company's planned production goal is to start in mid-2023. But the COVID-19 pandemic and the semiconductor chip shortage had a part to play in the delay. So what's this about a big price hike? What would be the cause of that? Indeed, it's been made clear that the 2023 Tesla Cybertruck will be priced higher, maybe even substantially so, than was originally announced years ago now, as has been stated straight from the man himself. In a conversation with investors, Tesla CEO Elon Musk confirmed the final prices for the long-awaited Cybertruck will have to be changed from what was previously stated due to how much else has changed in the years since then. Musk noted that when the vehicle was unveiled in 2019, the reservation was $99. However, in his own words, a lot has changed since then, and so the specs pricing are going to be different. And given the context of what he was saying, it's pretty clear that different here is not code for lower. He continued with, quote, "I hate to give sort of a little bit of bad news, but I think there's no way to sort of have anticipated quite the inflation that we've seen and the various issues," end quote. Indeed, it would seem that inflation is a major driving factor for this. He noted that this is a particular problem for Tesla because there's often quite a long wait when someone orders one of their cars, stating that it's often 6 months to a year before they actually get it. Kinda sounds like a prison sentence when you put it that way, doesn't it? Anyway, because of this, they have no choice but to try and predict what the global inflation rate will be over the time span. That, he says, is the main thing behind the price rises. He did say that it's actually possible for slight decreases in car prices to happen as well, but that depends on global economic inflation, which even Tesla can't really control. He does seem to regret this, stating, quote, "I do feel like we've raised our prices quite a few times there, frankly, to embarrassing levels," end quote. What was the original price of the Tesla Cybertruck, and how much of a rise are we talking here? For its late 2019 reveal, Tesla quoted a starting price of $39,900 for the Cybertruck, at least as it pertains to the entry-level single-motor version. They also announced dual-motor and tri-motor variants being more higher-priced options, but again, the tri-motor has seemingly been eschewed in favor of using 4 motors instead. However, the pricing and specs posted in the 2019 reveal were later removed from Tesla's website in late 2021, suggesting that they've known for quite a while now that they wouldn't be able to deliver this. Nonetheless, the vehicle was planned to be sub $40,000 at the cheapest, which notably could have gotten you the Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus in 2019, as that came in at around $39,490. The same vehicle now costs $46,990 to buy in the United States. Granted, that's with some additional features and a higher driving range, but it goes to show that this issue is not specific to the Cybertruck. Similarly, Tesla has, just for example, increased the price of the Model 3 long range in the US from around $48,000 in early 2021 to $57,000 $39,990 today. That's an increase of over 20%. Applying that same percentage to the Cybertruck's original cost will see you end up at about $48,204. And again, that's for the cheap option. That's an increase of over $8,000. What's interesting to note here, though, is that both Chevy and Ford have seemed to follow along with Tesla's original pricing for their own electric battery trucks. The Chevy Silverado EV, in its base WT trim level, is planned to start at $39,900. Meanwhile, the Ford F-150 Lightning is barely different as it's set for $39,974. This would seem to suggest that the inflation isn't necessarily hitting electric cars as a whole in the same way as it is with Tesla's models. Of course, the Cybertruck is aiming to be much more futuristic and stylish than its rivals, which for the most part look like standard trucks, albeit a bit more modernized. Seems the tech required to have doors recognize the car owner and open for them is getting pricier by the day. So, is there any other Tesla-related news to speak of? In recent months, Tesla have expanded their supercharger station program to many more countries such as Finland, Denmark, Luxembourg, Switzerland, and Germany. There's a bit of an issue with that last one though, as it's recently been brought to light that they're technically illegal in that country. You see, if you're going to put out a charging station in Germany where the current is billed according to kilowatt hours, those units need to have a meter on them that accurately measures the charged current in order to comply with the country's calibration laws. And yeah, there's nothing like that on these units. But while they're breaking the law at the moment, the government has not currently sought to act on this yet, giving Tesla time to retrofit their units to comply with the rules, which is already taking place. We do have a big thing to note for all the day traders out there. Tesla is about to embark on a major happening for their investors when the stock splits hit. A stock split is basically exactly what it seems like, taking one stock and splitting them apart. This allows publicly traded companies to alter their share price and outstanding share count without making any undue changes to their market cap or their day-to-day operations. One such stock split for Tesla is planned to take place on August 25, 2022, meaning there's a real chance it's already happened by the time you see this video. In June, the proposal for this was a 3-for-1 forward split. Given the company's recent closing prices have been sitting somewhere close to $900. That would of course mean that share prices are dropping all the way down to around $300 instead. That's still not exactly cheap, but it's a lot more manageable for the prospective everyday investor, and considering what a staggeringly huge and successful company Tesla is, it's easy to see an investment like that paying off. And that is all the time we have here for today. Are you disappointed with this news? Were you hoping to get your hands on the Cybertruck only to learn that it might end up being pushed out of your price range? Are you concerned about the rising inflation bubble? By all means, we'd love to hear some suggestions on what can be done about that. Be sure to let us know your thoughts down in the comments below, and until next time, thanks for watching.